Recently, I've been down somewhat of a Five Nights at Freddy's rabbit hole.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, the show that promises not to include any more gratuitous jump scares.
So after trying to wrap my head around the lore, I got more interested in the bite of 87 because it's barely been talked about. Well, okay, that's not true. Everyone talks about the bite of 87. So that's where I come in. I want to personally discuss who I think did the bite of 87, who got bit, and what the bite of 87 is and is not. There are a lot more interesting things in this series, but I just really latched on to this little nibble mentioned in the first FNAF game. And I want to preface this by saying I'm not the biggest FNAF fan out there. Hell, I'm actually not even that big of a FNAF fan because the only games I've played were 1 through 6, and I enjoyed the first 2 and the daytime sections of 6 only. I'm also kind of going on speculation, just context clues in this video, so if Phone Guy says something, there's a good chance I'm going to take it as gospel truth, even though I probably shouldn't. But before I get into what the bite of 87 is, let's talk about what it isn't, and that's the bite in FNAF 4. Yeah, so this is actually called the bite of 83, an entirely separate bite. We can tell it takes place in 1983 because there's a TV that says Freddy and Friends in 1983 in this game. Since the bite of 87 came out in... well, fuck, you got me there. Now, I don't know when the bite of 87 happened, but we'll get there when we get there. Now that we've addressed that that is not the fight of 97, we have to discuss who got bit during the bite of every server. The answer is... Okay, not you. I mean the character you play as in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Oh yeah, did I happen to mention this takes place during Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Thanks to context clues laid in the Night 6 phone call of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, we could tell you get bit that fateful day in 1987. Here, let me play the call for you.
What on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while. Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Someone used it. Now none of them are acting right. Listen, just finish your shift. It's safer than trying to leave in the middle of the night. We have one more event scheduled for tomorrow, a birthday. You'll be on day shift. Wear your uniform. Stay close to the animatronics. Make sure they don't hurt anyone, okay? For now, just make it through the night. When the place eventually opens again, I'll probably take the night shift myself. Okay, good night and good luck.
Yeah, so when you play as Jeremy Beppis Fitzgerald, you get bit on the noggin at night 6. Why? We don't really know why. I mean, we'll probably get back to it later, but a lot of it has to do with the fact that the security uniforms back then were purple. And purple guy exists, and he killed them kids. William Afton Dunn killed them kids. So cause you look like Orpal guy, maybe the animatronics probably thought you were the Orpal guy. And if you don't know why the animatronics would try to bite him, the short answer is there's dead kids inside most of the animatronics. But yeah, it was the night guard you play as in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 that gets their cranium nibbled on. Now, let's ask the other question. Who did the biting itself? Well, if we were to look this up on Google, we'd get Toy Body. Case closed. Good night, everybody. I'll see you.
What the hell is a Pop Goes?
Yeah, so in this fan game called Hop Goes, I've never heard of it till now, and I've never played it. Toy Bonnie did the bite, but we're here talking about Earth 616 of the FNAF universe. We're talking about the main continuity and who did it, and we've never gotten that official answer. So this part is where the speculation comes in, and it could literally be anyone. However, I'm going to try my best to deduce who did this bite. We got 11 schmucks you have to fight in this game. One of them did it, and we don't know who. Let's line them up and look at the evidence.
At least they didn't give birth to Freddy Fazbear.
I'm gonna outright say I do not believe it was Toy Freddy, mostly because I don't think he could hold on to a human head that good. His snout also kind of makes me question it. I mean, yes, he is strong enough to crush something in a jaw, and this is me assuming they're like hydraulic or something, but I don't know if he could extend his jaw wide enough to, you know, chomp on the front part of a frontal lobe. Unless he lifts the guard into his mouth, I doubt Toy Freddy did it.
What are you doing? I'm the rabbit!
Toy Bonnie, he's got a better case than Toy Freddy, mainly because he could do the scrape and lick with those front teeth of his. But Toy Banyo probably didn't do it in this universe. He did it in the fan game, but here, it's kind of like a Toy Freddy situation where he really needs help to lift the night guard into his mouth and then chomp down. I feel like also another thing I forgot to mention is that phone guy in the first game says that he lives the bite without his frontal lobe. We don't know if he died or when he died. We just know he lived the initial bite. Bonnie would have to try really hard to get it and not outright kill him. So for now, I'm going to say it's not Bonnie. Like, just straight up, it's not him. Maybe in the Pop Goes game it is, but here, nah.
She is such a bad bitch, though. I will fuck the shit out of that robot, man. I'm not even...
Toy Chica is famous for two things. One, having childbearing hips. The other thing is taking off that beak and making herself look like a chain chomp from Super Mario Bros. And the second factor is what I think makes her have a better argument compared to the other two fuckheads, but I still doubt it was her. The main reason is that why would she take the beak off if she's on stage at the time? Her mouth also looks like it's positioned in a way where she'd have to lean and bite into the guard, and that doesn't sound very easy. I feel like the animatronic was just able to run up, bite, and then get the fuck out of there. So I'm going to put a big fat no, but at least a higher chance than the other two.
But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo.
If you give me a convincing argument, I could actually believe you on this one. There is a lot of evidence pointing in the Mangle's favor, including its jump scare and the fact that it's a Foxy model. Plus also the Mangle can hang from ceilings and shit, and it has an easy time just climbing down, going up to the guard, and then... The only thing that makes me question if Mangle did it or not is the motive. I don't remember seeing that the toy animatronics have kids stuffed in them. Some people will argue that till the day they die, but I'm in the firm believer it's just the Withered animatronics that had the kids stuffed in them. One thing I did hear about the toy animatronics, and I don't remember if it's a theory or not, is that they have police records and criminal records embedded into their code. So there's a good chance Mangle did it out of protection of the child, or at least just to protect someone else, maybe? Which is kind of weird because, I mean, the other kids, they think it's William Afton, and they're kids. They're not good at recognizing faces yet, so they attack. If it was Mangle, who isn't a kid, either Jeremy Fitzgerald is a hardened criminal, or the animatronic sensors are just really fucking dog shit. The more likely reason is that, you know, the animatronics still think you're an empty endoskeleton, like they explained in FNAF 1, and they just kind of malfunctioned. But all in all, Mangle has enough evidence for me to actually say, yes, there is a possible chance the Mangle actually bit the night guard.
Listen, you little piece of shit.
Hey, what the hell is this? What are you doing? You yelling at my kid?
Despite the fact that Balloon Boy is a dumb little piss baby, stupid piss ant, little bitch, I don't think he did it. He's pretty short, plump, and is the average height of a human child. Oh my god, I said that like Guptil. Unless Balloon Boy has the craziest vertical I've ever seen, he needs a stepladder to reach the night guard. Hell, he's the only animatronic in the game that doesn't attack you. I also don't think his mouth is wide enough nor strong enough to crush the night guard's head. Though if Balloon Boy did it, it'd be really funny. So, on the account of the fact that the puppet does not have teeth, I do not believe it did it. Now, this happened during the day, mind you, so it'd be stuck in the box the entire time, I believe. It's a very unconventional robot, and I don't even think it has the ability to bite down on anything. With those Oblina from Real Monsters looking limbs, it's probably gonna strangle the night guard to death instead.
How does anyone find that funny? I mean, seriously, how does anyone find that funny?
Withered Freddy actually could have done it now that I think about it. I mean, his jump scare does have him nibble at you a lot, and also his design has his teeth protrude out of his mouth more than Toy Freddy does. Plus, Withered Freddy has a dead kid inside of him, so there is a good chance he actually did it. I don't think it's likely, but you could actually make a very convincing argument to me for Toy Freddy, and even though I think Mangle's more likely to do it, Toy Freddy is up there.
Just fight them
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander.
Alright, so let's talk about Francis Ngannou here. I don't think Withered Bonnie did it at all on the account of he doesn't have a top half to his face. He's got those little xenomorph crunchers, but he needs a lot of help with that one arm of his. He looks like he's more ready to rock your shit in than bite your face off. Like if you cross him on the street, he's going to hit you with the wildest right hook you've ever seen. But in order for Withered Bonnie to bite the night guard's head, he need a lot of assistance.
Alex, so beautiful. I guess somebody said otherwise.
Only thing going in Withered Chica's favor here is that according to Ultimate Custom Night, she was the first. That being said, she doesn't have a jaw, it looks like, and she has no hands. She could probably peck the night guard's eyes out maybe, but she ain't biting down. To put it into example how unlikely this is, imagine having no hands and trying to pick up a potato and put it into your mouth without a working jaw. That's how hard it is for me to believe Withered Chica bit this man's head off. There might be something I'm missing here, but I think I pretty much got the gist of what Withered Chica could do.
Yo, shit for brains! What goddamn color is this? Huh? You fucking blind motherfucker! Who the fuck do you think you are?
Foxy is most likely the guy who did it. I'm gonna be straight up with you. There are a lot of stuff going in Foxy's favor here, like his design, that big ass snout, the fact that he jumps on you in his jump scare, the fact that the mask doesn't work on him. The biggest one for me is that yes, he has a dead kid inside of him. Only thing I could see getting counted against Foxy is that he wouldn't be active during the day, and that's what makes it more likely to me, because he would see this as his chance to get revenge and it would be shown as a freak accident. I know, kind of weird, but it's definitely him in my opinion. The fact that he's in the back just wandering waiting for this chance and he finally gets it is, in my mind, the deciding factor. Even though I kind of gave enough evidence for Foxy and Mangle and Withered Freddy, we got to talk about Golden Freddy anyway, since he's in this game. The answer is no, Golden Freddy didn't do it. Golden Freddy feels more like he's a ghost and can't really walk on his own, it looks like. So, he's more likely to haunt you and give the guy a seizure rather than bite his head off. I mean, he could have bit the night guard. He has a dead kid inside of him and all that. However, I don't think Golden Freddy has a working jaw, so I'm going to say it's not Golden Freddy.
No, it's not.
So with me going over all the animatronics in this game briefly, yeah, I think it's Foxy. It could be Mangle, it could be Withered Freddy, but it's definitely Foxy. If you got a different argument or a different opinion, let me know. I read all the comments, even though I don't heart all of them. I know this is a pretty short video, but I just wanted to cover all the animatronics briefly and see if I could deduce who did the bite of 87. Plus, the bite of the mythical year is a pretty interesting subject, and I wanted to cover it for a while now. But in short, again, Foxy did it. Whoever you say did it, you gotta provide proof for me at least. And Balloon Boy's still a little bitch. But if you enjoyed this video, I guess like it, dislike it. If you hated it, comment, share this to your great uncle. Tell him to watch more funny bear videos. Subscribe if you want to see more videos by me. I don't plan on making any more FNAF content, but I do plan on uploading more content in the near future. I'll try to upload when I can. I've been pretty busy the last few months, so I'm really trying out here, man. But that's all that's gonna be from me tonight, so go tell your mother you love her.